From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Giant defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
Now it's Darnold. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 19-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. First down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Darnold. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. George Kittle, touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or 2 today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or 2? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
Now Hyatt on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. You look at this Niner defense. Yeah, they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11. He can't get him down. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw is Darnold. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Under a minute to go, clock running at a back-and-forth 1st quarter of play. Darnold on 1st down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Darnold now to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of the game there for Samuel, and it results in a 1st down. These two teams all tied after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The Niners at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Just like that. Just like that. Check 4. Check 4. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field, and he gets a tackle for loss there.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down, Darnold. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Samuel with a catch, and he's still the gold standard for receivers getting work out of the backfield, even if his numbers fell in 2022. Most yards, carries among NFL receivers, over 850 total yards for him in 2022. Not too shabby since he only played 13 games.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Darnold from the gun. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now Moody for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Jones looking to change the play. Here's Jones on first down. Complete right side to Hyatt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeaux.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Throws the out loud and completes it to Samuel. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Darnold. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Darnold. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Looking to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Hyatt goes in motion left. They'll try and throw for it here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, Darnold. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Jones. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check right 57, right 57. You're not ready.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Jones. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. At the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and inches, Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. On 4th down, Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. A first down throw, Darnold. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's Samuel on the end around. Deonte Banks there on the stop.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Back to throw, Darnold. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Jones from the gun on third down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Jones, another shot here after the pick 6. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. A first down carry for Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's going to let this one go deep. That is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defense in front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. So the victory here for